crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, they'll throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
He'll drop to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, what a move. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Now that's a great play defensively. And one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now let's go!
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards. They'll set up a throw.
And he's got his man back Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
On 2nd down, Jackson dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Gone. All right, now look at 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. The open man is Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Jackson on 1st down. And some room to work. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again. Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They go play action with Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Detroit! Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, here's Jackson, buying time to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson now on second and 10. Flush to his right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
To throw on third down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32. Yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Oh, he shifts past him. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's the backup Rudolph. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Rudolph looking to throw it. Steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And now out come the Giants. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. It's Barkley on the counter. Again, he finds an opening. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, The head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Jackson forced out to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Lutz now to kick this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw here. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Now it's Rudolph. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Lutz now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now a play fake here on first down. Going right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
On the run, it's Barkley. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
who
had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks in these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream.